What's going on, internet? My name's mflareflare, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Battle Spot Singles. Today with the same team as in the last episode, the final episode with this team of Heracross, Feraligatr, Greninja, Volcarona, Togekiss, and Scarfchomp. Chomp Chomp. And we're gonna hop right into the battles. Last time we had a record of 0-2. We are 2-2 with this team. Let's see if we can't get a few more wins with this team, as we found an opponent already. The rating of 1552 from Japan. I have a rating of 1501 because I've only played 4 games with this team. My opponent has an Espeon, a Milotic, Flying Altaria, probably a Mega Altaria, Garchomp, Scarfchomp, Sashed, whatchamacallit, Blaziken, and a Raikou. Common weaknesses on my opponent's team. He's got 1-2 weak to Ice, 1 weak to Dark, few resists, 1 weak to Grass, a couple resists to that, a bunch of resists to that. So what do I see my opponent bringing against to this match now? Don't necessarily think the Milotic will come. I mean, the Milotic could come, but there's really no point. Again, the Espeon's probably not going to come just because there's really nothing that it wants to do, and they're 2 bug types. So that's probably out of the question. The interesting one is the Altaria could very easily come. I could see the Altaria coming. I could see. I could definitely see the Raikou coming. I could see the Scarfchomp coming. Let's see the Blaziken coming. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to lead off with Greninja, Sash Greninja, see what he wants to lead with. I could see him leading with the Raikou or the Scarfchomp, or bring the Scarfchomp in the back. I'm going to bring my Scarfchomp in the back, leading Greninja, Garchomp, and then Togekiss. I think that's who I'm going to bring. Let's see. So I'm predicting either Raikou lead or Garchomp lead. Either way, if I was seeing the Raikou lead, I would have brought the Garchomp. Actually going to lead with the Milotic. So this is kind of a wash, at least for me anyway. I brought nothing for the Milotic because I didn't think you'd bring the Milotic. Now, I can bluff. Does he think I have the Grass on? Like every other Norman, just don't carry extra sensory to carry the Grass on. But no, I have extra sensory. I'm gonna go for Dark Pulse. I'm gonna switch, so he's gonna stay in, go for whatever. That's gonna do nothing. And so I just learned Mirror Coat does not affect you if you are not if you are Dark type, because it is a Psychic type move. So he's gonna go for a Dragon Tail, break my Sash, and get me on up out of here. See who's gonna bring in. That's a little bit of the problem. Is he's gonna drag in my Garchomp. Well, this is kind of bad. He does not have a Fairy type on his team. So, here comes the Outrage. Hopefully, it's going to be able to take him out. Because I'm taking a huge risk. If not, I'm going to get Ice Beam right to the face. Don't get the burn. Okay, I need a 2-turn Outrage. Just for the fact that I need to not have the Mega Altaria. That knocks out the Milotic. This is confusing that the Milotic doesn't carry an Ice move. But as I said in the last episode, the people of Battle Spot never failed to surprise me. So he's probably going to send in the Altaria, which is probably a Mega Altaria. And I'm scarfed into stinking whatever. Do I want to sack off Greninja? Yeah, Greninja without a Focus Sash is useless. So, we're gonna sack him off. I'm gonna save whatchamacallit. So he's gonna Mega Evolve. Unfortunately, I'm Scarf. Whatever. So you can go for the Hype Boys. That's gonna be enough to take me out. So this is a special Mega Altaria. Pixelating Hyper Voice. Now the question is, can my Togekiss stick around and do enough damage / paraflinching enough to the point where I can come in? Because he probably has a Scarf Jump in the back, and his Hyper Voice is going to do a lot of... Actually, it's not going to do that much, surprisingly. So I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave here. Incoming paraflinches. So... So what I'm going to do is go for an Air Slash here. Just kind of see what kind of damage this does, if it's specially offensive. Is that a crit? It needs a flinch. So Air Slash is pretty powerful. It's not super effective. But I do not feel comfortable with that much damage going for Dazzling Gleam. At least at this point anyway. So I'm going to go for at least one more Air Slash. Hope I don't get burned by a miss. And get some lucky hacks. He's thought long and hard about what he wanted to do there. So that's going to do over half, and he's going to flinch again. So I think now he's in range for Dazzling Gleam KO. I'm going to switch up my move here, so I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam. Super effective, going to take out the Altaria. And now we wait to see the Scarf Chomp? And that's my guess, is the Scarf Chomp's going to come out. Is that Scarf Chomp? It is Scarf Chomp. What do you know? Now, me being in here with the Togekiss means he cannot, if he has Scarf Chomp, he cannot lock himself into Outrage, which is good for me because he has Poison Jam. Ooh, this is going to hurt. But it's not enough to take me out, so I'm going to go for Dazzling Gleam, and that should be almost enough to take it out. That can't. I thought that was going to be enough. But one more Poison Jab should not do the trick. Unless it's a crit. In that case, my Garchomp just comes in, and the match is going to be forfeited. His one shot was kind of to take me out with the Poison Jab and hope that... Well, if he wasn't... And then if he wasn't Scarfed, I mean, I still win anyway, so... Good game. My opponent is now... The record with this team is 3-2, as we have one more battle left with this team. One, maybe two, depending on how quick this next one is. Choose in my party. Let's see if we can't send off episode 20 and potentially this season with a win. As there's a good chance the next time I play Battle Spot will be with X and Y. And that's... Or not X and Y. Going the wrong way. Sun and Moon. So as I mentioned before, probably the demo probably is already... If I recorded the demo's probably already up on the channel, or not. But my opponent has evolutions all around. We got an Leafeon, Jolteon, Mamoswine, Blaziken, Mega Mence, probably, and a Skarmory. Common weaknesses on my opponent's team: 2 weak to fire, probably a thick fat Mamoswine, so that is going to be a neutral hit. 2 resist. Few weak to ground, 2 weak to rock, which I don't have. Let's see, 1 neutral, 2 weak to ice, 1 neutral, few neutral, 1 resist. Being your Ninja does really well. Heracross also I can see doing really well in this situation. Actually, Heracross does really well. Heracross does really well. Garchomp does really well again. Minus... I think Heracross, leading with the Heracross, but he has Intimidate on. Yeah, he's probably going to lead out with the Skarmory. Actually, I'm going to lead with the Heracross, predicting... I feel like he's going to lead with either the Skarmory or the Mence, Now, and I'm okay. I'm going to leave with the Skarmory because I'm pretty sure Rock Blast will do quite a bit, and I can deal with just about everything else on his team, barring the Blaziken. Blaziken I have kind of no answer for, and hopefully the Blaziken doesn't set up on me, and that's probably the one weakness that I did not address that I probably should have brought for Alligator instead of either that, who is I gonna bring instead of the... He's gonna lead off with a Jolteon. That's probably gonna do a Volt Switch. So he's gonna go into, because the Volt Switch isn't coming now. Oh, I have Garchomp. So he doesn't have a Fairy type. So if I think the Volt Switch is coming, I can hard read, go out into Garchomp, which I think is a smart play because I don't think he run, because there's no, I don't think he'd go for Hidden Power Ice. I think what he's going to do is switch out into, he's going to try and Volt Switch. I mean, if I think he's going to Volt Switch into, probably Volt Switch into Mega Man, so I'm going to go for a Rock Blast, hoping that I can live. Which is a good chance that I'm not going to, because I have very little faith. I've seen enough critical hit knockouts. So my guess is he's going to go for a Volt Switch. He's going to go for a Thunderbolt right off the bat. Wow. So that's going to do a ton of damage. He's the Life Orb. And that's why I should not have gone for that. So Heracross is in a world of hurt right now. The only thing really he can come back in on is the Leafeon. Now, since he is... I'm going to go on a Garchomp because I think what he's going to do is Volt Switch. He was locked in pretty quickly, so I think if he hit Power Ice, that's a pro play, and that is not going to affect me. I mean, Outrage is going to knock him out either way, and I'm Scarf Chomp. The only thing it really doesn't do anything for is the Skarmory. That's going to be able to resist. Actually, it's going to be a whole world of hurt. And I don't think he has any Fairy types. So I'm just going to lock myself into Outrage. And that's going to be able to knock him out. So that's the Jolteon gone. So, I mean, it's kind of bad, and then I'm going to have to take whatever Skarmory's going to want to do to me. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Ice Shard's a thing. Wait, what? So is he sashed? Now here's the deal. I can set up a Quiver Dance, which I'm probably going to need. Now if he has the... I mean, I set up a Quiver Dance. I think I'll outspeed the next turn. And that'll leave me at +1, dealing with whatever else wants to commit. So I'm just going to Quiver Dance. So I'm going to go for an Ice Shard. Your mistake, buddy. Hoo-hoo, your mistake. I Quiver Danced. So that's going to give me a little bit of a boost here. So that's going to give me some speed, some special attacks, and a special D. It'll be enough to take the Mamoswine out. Things get really interesting if you brought the Skarmory, because he's going to be able to I have nothing for this thing. Do I think he's gonna protect turn 1 or like Swords Dance? I mean, I'm just gonna go for a Flamethrower. I need to get as much damage as I possibly can. And, well, it's not gonna matter because it'll take me out anyway. Now, I could have gone for another QD. For another QD. High jump kick. Oh, what? That's getting resisted. Resisted. Oh. That's actually kind of wild. I should have went for the Quiver Dance. No, I shouldn't have, because it's still not going to be doing enough. So you can go for a Swords Dance. Dude, what are you doing? Get a crit. If only I had Protect. I lose. Unless he misses. A 90% accurate move, I think. So then you go for a fire move, which he should only turn round 1, but... High jump kick again, he's gonna connect. That's gonna take me out. With a crit, not that it mattered. Seeing how much he did the first time, didn't proc my citrus, which would have been nice. Would have been nice. I should have set up a little more. He's probably going for... Alright, Heracross. Now, if this guy's got any smarts on him, he's gonna go for... not high jump kick. I wish I had Protect. I wish I had Protect. Nah, he's gonna do that. Smart man. And that's gonna definitely take me out. Goodbye, Heracross. You did nothing. I don't think I did much with the Heracrosses. Blazing is gonna be able to hold on, and that's gonna be a 1-0 victory for my opponent. And that's gonna end this team's run. And with a record of 3-3, I'd like to thank you all for watching. And it's been a pleasure to do Battle Spot on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire for these past 20 episodes, and whether or not there will be more or not, I'm not quite sure. But either way, thanks for watching, and hope to see you in some Sun and Moon shenanigans when that comes out, because there'll be a ton of Sun and Moon. Hopefully I'll have the time to do that. But anyways, I'm going to get up out of here. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful time until Sun and Moon comes out. Good night.